Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are out here in the great wide open. We bought a little piece of land that's already ready to harvest, but the only thing we have to our name is a couple of shekels in the truck behind us. Let's see if we can make it work. Now you'll notice our money's a little bit lower, and the reason for that is sitting right behind us. We got this beautiful new house, and that shed over there spent about $13,000, but we are ready to up and run like a regular farm. Let's get after it. Now, since we only got the one field, the first thing we want to do today is we want to identify which of these trees we want to cut down so that we can, one, make a little bit of money off the wood, and two, expand our field. So we definitely want to expand the field, and because that's what makes us money. And then we also want to see what we can do as far as getting some money for these trees to buy the things that we need. So with that in mind, we are going to go ahead and get started. I think we're going to start with this tree right here. And we'll see if we can get a couple of loads taken in today. See if we can boost that that money problem we're having right now. So go ahead and drop that one. And yeah, this one. I want to turn this whole area back in here into just basically see if we can double the size of the field. Now we don't have a whole lot of room, so that's the caveat. We can only drop certain trees that we actually own. And I want to go back in through this whole area and maybe back in there behind the house a little bit. The field's probably going to look a little funny, but I think that's the best we can do to try to make the most we can for the ground right now, and hopefully like raise our profits as good as we can till we can buy some more land. I'm going to go ahead and get the truck around here. We got a winch on the front. That way we can go ahead and load them up. Now, the reason we bought this property, it wasn't the best property we could buy as far as fields or anything like that, but the reason I bought it is because it's so close to the lumber mill, and that's just less travel for us to try to make some cash. It's also really close to the co-op over there, so renting materials or renting anything that we need in order to get the job done is relatively close by, and it's close enough by that we can walk over there and get the stuff if we absolutely need to. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this tree next. This is really going to open up this area. I'm trying to get down as low as I can, just to get it to where we get the most amount of wood that we can get into the lumber mill. Now that's going to drop over there. This whole area is going to open up real nice for us, and that's going to allow us, like I said, to just make as much money as we can, because I got big plans. I want to get maybe buy the sawmill at some point, and start harvesting some of this forest. That way we can make bigger and nicer fields for ourselves. Now, why is this not working? Why is this not working? See if I can figure this out real quick. Okay, I got it sorted. Got it nailed down. Been a while since I did anything with trees. Okay, this should start doing what we want to do. There we go. Alright. Go ahead and get these delimbed, and then we'll see if we can't get them loaded up, see how much money we make. And there we go. And then I'll have to run down a couple of times just because I'm not as good as some of the more seasoned loggers out here in Farm Simulator. This seems to be working pretty well, though. I'm not unhappy with this. Not unhappy with this. There we go. Terrific. Okay. Now, I know I didn't get all of them, but I think I'm going to go ahead and call that a pretty good first-ditch effort. So we got those two dropped and got them delimbed. Now the next thing we're going to have to do is we're probably going to have to find a way to get them onto the truck. And I also got one right there. So I think the next thing that we need to do is to get into that situation and see what we can do as far as pulling them or something over to the sawmill. So we got our winch here. See if we can attach it. Might have to be in first person to attach it. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to attach. Let me go into first person here, I think. See if we can get it done that way. Okay, so first person is how you got to do it. So we'll go ahead and attach that guy onto there. And see if we can get it clipped. See if there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, that's not going anywhere. So now I missed a couple limbs on that, but I think we're going to be all right. Where's my truck? There it is. All right. And I think this is a mistake, but we're going to give this the old college try to get it over here with the other ones. Okay. And if it's not apparent, I do not have any idea what I'm doing with forestry when it comes to using the winches and stuff. So we are going to just kind of figure this out together. All right. And in the meantime, let's see if we can't get this cut to where we need to cut it. Yeah, it looks a little small. Do I really want to cut it there? I don't know. Let's think about that for a second. I might want to go in. I might go in and adjust the settings here. See if we can. Let's pull this up. Let's see. Where is that at? I'm going to get it adjusted. And there. I'll be right back with you once I get adjusted. Well, I couldn't figure it out, so I think we're just going to eyeball it. Like I said, I don't do the forestry stuff too often, which is kind of why I wanted to do this a little bit. Reinvent myself a little bit. And get out of my comfort zone. You never grow in your comfort zone. So, let's see. We'll just cut where they are for right now. And we'll eyeball it maybe when we get closer to the ends. But for right now, we'll just get all this cut up, and I'll be right back with you once I get it loaded. Well, it is not elegant, but we do have one here that's a little groovy. I don't really know what this is about, but he is out and doing his thing. Not really sure what's going on here. Tried to move it, tried to pick it up, didn't really want to do anything. He's just kind of dancing. So we're going to leave him there for now. And I think we're going to go ahead and take this first load in. So I think I got one, maybe two more pieces I want to grab real quick, and then we are going to be off to the sawmill. See how much kind of money we can make off this first load. Well, I was able to get a couple more pieces on here, including that dancing piece, which as you can see is still moving. But once we get her all strapped down here, man, that is a 15-year-old me playing Tetris would have been ashamed of that, but you know what? It's on there, so we're going to take it. Anywho, now run over here and see what we can make. We are looking pretty thin right now. That was good. Good job. Nothing around and I hit the tree. Anyway, we got down to about $12,000 right now, and that's because I bought the shed. And now, do we need the shed right away? Maybe, maybe not, but it's always good to have a place to put your equipment, and I thought it'd be nice to have it. So found it for a really good deal. Went ahead, and the same guy that sold us the house sold us the shed, so that kind of worked out. Come over here real quick and hit R and see what we can do. And survey says not bad, not bad. A little over $4 grand, not too shabby at all. Let's keep going and see what we can do. Alright, well, we got our second horribly stacked load going in here, and I managed to avoid the tree that time, so, you know, progress. And then this is the other reason why when I did this series, guys, that I really wanted to be close to the sawmill, because, man, I am just not good at de-limbing the trees. You can see some of them still have limbs on them to this day. And the stacking is just not there. But let's see what this second load brings us and see if we can get ourselves back over 20 grand. So with that in mind, and how did I do this the first? Oh, so I gotta get out. My bad. There we go. And hit R and watch it all disappear. Hey, we are back over $20,000. That is what I'm talking about. Alright. I think we might be able to get one more load in today and see what we can get as far as see if we can break 30,000. I don't think that we can, but we're definitely gonna find out. All right, well, we got our final load loaded up right now, and not better stacking. Stacking is still trash. However, a big load. So can we break 30,000? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we can do that, but I know that we are sitting pretty good. So hopefully with this load we can at least break that 26,000. and at least at that point we're back to having been above where we were before we had to buy the house. So let's run over here to the sawmill and see if we can't figure out what we're going to finish the day on, what we're going to close September out with, because we don't have anything else we can do right now. So survey says, da 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 da, hey, look at that, almost $12,000. Let's get it. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome, guys. So we're going to close out episode 2 and September with $32,753 from the three trees that we took in, and we have more than made enough room to make room to add on to our new field. Now, I say that to say that we still need a tractor and we still need a plow or something of that nature in order to actually build all that up. So in the meantime, that's what we're going to be thinking about. What kind of tractor can we pick up? What can we afford to really see if we can expand this field back there behind the house where we took all those trees out. But with that in mind, we'll park this right here. We now have a place to live. We've done our first harvest. We got a shed there for our machinery as we get it. And if you look back here, we have made a heck of a lot of progress today. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. That way it supports the channel, keeps me bringing these things to you. I do appreciate all your viewership. God bless. Have a good day.